G is consideration of Mahlers electric bill. And I asked Adam about this today, and most of the cost on here is the actual equipment. The generator.
This is the generator we decided to buy for the community center.
Yeah.
Yes. You'll see on here the bill, the way the bill is broken down. There's about $7,100 of the overall bill that's for wiring and for the generator purchase itself. And of course, then there's the labor associated with the two individuals that are involved in the process, and of course mileage. That was a big deal. Finding one that was big enough to operate the rec center and going to obtain it within the time frame of when we needed it was a critical matter. They ended up going to. Do you remember the city in Minnesota?
Mankato. The sewer.
Yeah. They had to drive all the way up there to pick it up and bring it back for our needs, because that was the closest one we could find that actually was big enough to do.
And I would add that we didn't anticipate that it was going to run the whole center either. It gave us enough power to light the gym, to light the meeting room and the front entryway. When we cooked, we couldn't use the stove because it draws too much power, so we didn't even try to use. So we had a microwave that we used in a crock pot, one in the kitchen and one in another room in a coffee pot. So it wasn't like we had the biggest generator to run the whole darn shebang. It was enough to get by.
That on a trailer then?
It's currently on a trailer.
Temporarily.
Right. What we need to discuss, it is a PTO unit.
Yes.
One of the things we need to discuss that was brought to my attention is when the sewer projects are done, we're going to end up with two big generators out of that in the end of that project. And the discussion was about the possibility in the future, and this is one of the things we're going to discuss at the managers meeting, is the idea that maybe one of them could be housed at the rec center permanently as a source for these type of things.
Well,
and it was just a discussion with this.
That bill, I tried to run that through the FEMA if you can.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's definitely something we plan on.
Just out of curiosity, how many places in town did you check on this generator?
For the one big enough to do this?
Yeah, I mean, how many businesses?
Herb, we had Herb going out there and attempting to locate it for us.
No, how many people besides Herb did you ask about this generator in town?
Well, as the electrician, we asked him to look into it for us. We
Oh,
did
he's
not.
the city's electrician?
Yes, yes.
Okay, well, I was just curious whether he asked any other businesses what, on the price of the
I can ask
generator.
Herb. I do know Herb was really concerned about the prospects of finding one, an appropriate sized unit for our purposes.
Well, I realize that, but, I was just curious how many other businesses in town were contacted to see if they were interested in supplying this generator.
I'll check with her and find out for you.
Because if we have other, I know we have another business that sells them in town. I was just curious the process that you used to get this generator, whether it was asked, did you ask other vendors or what?
I think we turned it over to him and put him in charge of it.
Herb is the one that wired the rec center to have this generator.
That's
the only one that was contacted.
Okay, that's something, that we need to answer to the community too. Okay, why are we, not let it, if there's other people that sell them, pay a phone call.
I agree. We'll find out.
Because, there's more than one person that pays taxes in this town too, and I think they deserve the option or the opportunity to say, hey, I'd like to bid on this, or, I'd like to, this is what I can do for you.
I will say timing was of the essence too.
I realize that,
yeah.
But a phone call does not take that much time.
Is there any other discussion? Yes, Curtis.
I'm just curious how many watts the generator is that you needed at the rec center. What?
75,000.
75. Okay.
If there is no further discussion, you need this?
Yes.
Okay, I need a motion to okay the bill.
So we'll just pay the bill.
Is there a second? Call for a vote?
Councilman Perhart.
Yes.
Johnston.
Yes.
Rennie.
Yes.
Frederick.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Thank you.